What is it that you get paid currently?
Senator, that's well disclosed in our proxy documents in each of the years that I've been employed.
Yeah, but what is it?
That's a big number, sir.
Well, let me help you out. It's 32.8 million this year. Does that sound right?
Yes, it does.
That's a 45% increase over last year. Does that sound right?
Yes, it does.
You've got 32,000 machinists. These are American workers who work for you. These are Boeing employees in the Pacific Northwest. Well, they got 1% wage increases over 8 years. 1% over 8 years. You got a 45% increase just last year, and you're making $33 million. You think maybe these folks deserve a raise?
Oh, they will definitely get a raise.
Good, good. I hope it's a substantial one. And I hope that maybe this will be an opportunity for Boeing under new leadership to reverse course and actually start making things again, start making things in this country again, and start paying its people well. I've listened to your testimony, and it seems like the gist of it seems to be that if you could just get your employees to comply, follow the rules, follow your management techniques, et cetera, things would be better. I don't think the problem's with the employees.
Oh, it's
actually,
not. It is
yeah,
not.
I think the
agree.
problem's with you. You. It's the C-suite. It's the management. It's what you've done to this company. That's where the problem is. The problem's at the top. Your engineers, they're probably the best in the world. Your machinists, they're outstanding. You're the problem. And I just hope to God that you don't destroy this company before it can be saved. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Ty with Opinionated Grind. I'm back again today with yet another video. And look, I think they're absolutely correct, man. Boeing CEO's salary is $32.8 million a year. Every single year. Bro, that is crazy. But yeah, you paying people pennies, man. Sound familiar, right, guys? Like majority of companies out here, the CEOs making all this money. But the thing the companies don't understand is that without the employees, you have no company. That's just the bottom line. You don't take care of the worker, they can't take care of you. That's it. So to give somebody a 1% raise, man, that's a slap in the face. That is a downright disrespectful slap in the face. And I never understood it. Now I'm gonna play devil's advocate a little bit here. Now he is the CEO, so I'm not saying that he shouldn't be paid. Yeah, he should make the most money. He's the CEO. But at the same time, you need to be paying your people. You need to keep your employees happy. Keep them satisfied. You see what I'm saying? That's important, man, because like I said, when you have unhappy employees, it's gonna show. That's where they get the term disgruntled employees from. People are tired of struggling. People are tired of living paycheck to paycheck. And you have a lot of people out here, guys, especially in 2026, they can barely rub 2 pennies together. They don't have any money. They're broke. And they look at this guy giving himself a 45% raise. That's ridiculous. That really should be illegal. He shouldn't be able to do that. You have people in Congress that also do the same thing when they pass certain laws, and not necessarily laws, but certain bills. They write that stuff in their bills on the back end. But the general public don't know nothing about that. But yes, Congress does the same thing. They also give themselves 45% raises. Can you imagine whatever your salary is, and you add an additional 45% to that? You know how much more well off you would be right now, you and your family? You know how much more y'all will be taken care of financially? That's the difference between night and day for a lot of families in this country. So, it's a shame, man. And I'm glad that he was getting grilled on this. A lot of light has been shed on this issue, because I'm gonna tell you, man, it's a lot more CEOs need to be in the hot seat just like him. Because you have no appreciation for your company. You have no appreciation for the value that your employees bring to the table. their knowledge, their skill set. You see what I'm saying, guys? You know, everything that they know that makes your company great, this is why they're there. But you're going to sit here and take all the profits, and then they be the same ones that don't want to pay overtime. They sit there, they treat you like crap. You know, they make up all these different rules and regulations that you got to follow. They make your job so much harder than it should be. But while, like the old timers used to say back in the day, they living up on the high horse, or living on the high hog, or whatever they used to say. But you guys get what I'm saying. But yeah, man, 32.8 million, that is crazy. Astronomical number. But like he said, you know, Senator Hawley, you know, look, man, under new leadership, they could really turn this thing around for Boeing and, you know, start taking care of the American worker. You got to do that. You got to take care of your people, man. So, you know, it's a shame, man. Like I said, guys, this is like a normal thing for a lot of these companies, man. Management, etc., man. They worry more about profits. Okay, they worry more about, you know, other things within the company, but they're not taking care of the people. And then they sit there and wonder why their turnaround rate is so high. Some of these companies, you know, some of these jobs, you know, they keep losing folks left and right. People are resigning, you know, they're leaving the company. Then they get fresh blood in there, and then all of a sudden, you piss them off because you're doing the same thing to them that you did to the old people. And then it's just going to be a vicious cycle. Meanwhile, your CEOs, your CFOs, you know, everybody, your directors and district, what is that, guys? Like the district managers and, you know, all these people at the top, they're eating off of your success. But at the end of it all, you the one not eating. You still struggling. So let me know down below in the comment section, man, how y'all feel about this one, man. But me personally, guys, I would say this. His salary needs to be slashed. First of all, he shouldn't be allowed to give himself a 45% raise. And $32.8 million a year, I think, in my personal opinion, that's too much for a CEO. Now, if he made, you know, $10 million a year, you know, 11, 12 million a year, okay, I mean, that's still a lot of money, but that's a little bit more feasible. But he need to be breaking off that 32 million and distributing that mess out to all of those different employees that they have, all the engineers, all the machinists, as the guy mentioned in the Senator Hawley mentioned in this video, okay? Everybody else that, you know, contributes to the success of this company, they need to be breaking them people off with some money, okay? So that's the whole point, man. Take care of your people. Take care of your employees, and at the end of the day, they're going to take care of you. And that's it. All right? So like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, guys. I appreciate y'all watching and listening. I will catch y'all in the next one. All right? Peace.